What up, party people? So this is the decider on Winter's Gate. It's a best of 3, ching, and it is 1 apiece. We haven't had many matches rather go to the decider, so it's pretty exciting already. Let's see if GLHF lol, right? I mean, straight in with the lols. Let's see if CheekyMo has got anything else in his bag of equipment in the toolbox other than lings. Because based on what we've seen so far, if your username, here, look at, see, there's the top of the ramp, and you're like over to the side of that. And based on what we've seen so far, I think I can predict what's going to happen here. Some lings are going to turn up. So if I'm username, I'm thinking, right, Mate is unaware of any other units but lings, so I'm going to make sure I'm ling proof. At present, you're not. Look, there's a gap. See the gap? So don't still a gap. Still a gap. Look. Bump. Get through there. So don't be doing the gap. This looks like the same build order as we've seen previously. This kind of weird. I don't really know what it is. It's not really a normal pool first build. It's not really an anything build. There's larva here, not just sitting. Why? Who knows? It's an eBay on the other side of the map. So should see the green flying thing? The enemy unit that's literally just walked clean, well, flown, I suppose, right over your head. How do they fly? I mean, pretty weird, isn't it? How do they fly? No wings. Anyway, finally did shoot it, and that's better than not shooting it. Probably unsurprisingly at this stage, I would say, some lings turned up, and it wasn't enough lings. So username just killed them. This is a complete wall, I think now. Did he move that? I thought like previously it hadn't. I thought there'd been a gap there. Yeah, he must have moved it or he's done something. I don't know. There was definitely a gap. Anyway, there isn't now. It's a complete wall, and a useful thing to do is not to have your marines in positions like this, because if a bunch of lings come in, they'll easily surround these. So until you need to move down here, lings could surround your marines easily enough. So put your marines behind the wall, and that's fine. Where are these guys going? Like literally just shot one of the again. Was that Steve back again? Poor old Steve. He doesn't deserve it. What I'd love to see is a bunker, and that's something I haven't seen yet from username. An actual bunker, just so that he can protect himself against this stuff. Why is there an infestation pool? No one knows. So I think we're into the let's build one of everything stage. Here is a dropper lord, which is interesting. You can load lings into this, and you can just fly them into your opponent's base and unload them, and that would be an awesome thing to do. It's not what's happening though. Combat shield being researched pleases me a great deal. Don't do a marine heavy build without researching combat shield, please. Don't be that person. It's so valuable. It's only setting you back, I think, 100, and it's adding 10 health to every one of your marines. A 22.5% increase or something like that in health for every marine. That is an absolute bargain. Always be getting that if you're going to have, even if you're not going bio, to be honest, you'd probably still get that. So there is a spire, and there's this one mutalisk that's just hanging out a tome, which is curious. So it looks like it's a Ling Roach Muta build. I love StarCraft. And there's a hive on the way. A hive. So the hive is great. What there isn't is any workers being built. Look, so username is actually ahead in workers against the Zerg at 8.5 minutes. And normally that can only possibly happen is if the Terran has attacked and successfully like put a lot of hurt on the Zerg and sniped some bases and stuff. No such thing has happened here. Oh, these guys aren't even shooting. They're just, oh no, I hate to say it. No. Not the move command. So, you know, don't be that person. If you weren't already aware, you can just grab your units, click A, which is the button for attack, and then just click a point on the map, on the mini map down here, or even on the just on the floor, and your units will move to that point, but in an attack move, so that if they encounter any enemy units on the way, they will shoot them. Whereas if you just grab your units and right click at this point, your units will move there, ignoring enemy units. So yeah, make sure you get the right one for the right occasion. There are times when you want your units to ignore enemy units. There are times when you want to move forward, especially when you're attacking into a base. You want your units to be attacking the enemy units, not shooting at like a hatchery or something. So these guys are on a move command, and it's nasty. Yeah, I'm not sure why username's doing like if you're going to go and have a prod, why wouldn't you take your whole crew? This poor guy, it doesn't look like he's going to do well. I mean, Marauders are tough and all, but oh my god, there's Broodlords on the map. 2 Broodlords. Okay, well, these Broodlords could well be effective, but I mean, yeah, like grab the whole lot. Username, get in his face, go and kill him. He's only got 2 bases, he's not even mining off them, still isn't building any workers, you know what I mean. Here we are 12 minutes deep, and there are 8 and 5 13 workers mining, which is 1 more than you start the game with. 12.5 minutes deep, CheekyMo is mining with 1 more worker than he was at t equals 0. Just putting that out there. So this force is finally going to come in. I think the roaches will be able to clean it up, but it's going to trade pretty well here. And username's got a significant income advantage, so I don't mind trading these units out as well. As it turns out, there aren't quite enough roaches. I thought there would be, but no. Maybe it's an upgrade thing. Is it an upgrade thing? No, it isn't. It isn't an upgrade thing. Okay, I don't know. I was just wrong. There weren't quite enough roaches on that occasion to clean it up. So that's a really good trade for username. You know, that it's always worth remembering. If you're ahead in bases, if you're ahead in income, then, you know, just trade units for your opponent's units on a 1-to-1 basis. If we look at the units lost tab, CheekyMo has lost more than his opponent, but his opponent is mining faster. So you know, if you continue to trade like that, you win. It's as simple as that. Because your opponent will eventually not be able to afford to replace his army while you can. So it looks like this could actually end things, I feel. And CheekyMo's only got himself to blame. I mean, you had a hive for some reason. Hive off like 13 workers mining. Like, what is that? You can't afford to build the units that come out of a hive when you've got such a poor economy. You know, I did probably mention before, as a Zerg, get yourself up to like maybe 85 workers. Don't be shy. Get up to large worker counts. Then have a hive, by all means. Be cranking out Broodlords, but crank out 12 of them. You know, be cranking out Ultralisks by the dozen. Don't like, you know, there's not much point having a hive if you're on like essentially 1 base. You know, you've only got 13 workers mining. That's not even 1 base. 1 base is 16. So because you just can't afford that stuff. You can't afford it. Yeah. All right. GG.